Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In previous lecture, I have started regarding contouring. In that, we have studied what is meant by contour, then contour interval, horizontal equivalent, then uses of contour map, and finally how the contour interval is selected for different contour maps. In this lecture, we are going to study regarding characteristics of contour and direct method of contouring. So starting with various characteristics of contour. Contour shows different characteristics features of the terrain, or you can say ground. So the various characteristics in that one, all points on a contour line are of same elevation. For example, suppose this is the contour line. So for all the points there is a same elevation. So this is one of the important characteristics of contour line. Second characteristics, closely spaced contour line indicates steep slope. If suppose in a particular map the contour lines are very close to each other, so that indicates there is a steep slope. So from the position of the contour line we can know the nature of the ground over there. Third one, widely spaced contour line indicates gentle slope. Suppose these are the widely spaced, so we can say that gentle slope is there. And equally spaced contour lines indicate the uniform slope, means these are the contour lines equally spaced, so we can say there is a uniform slope is there. Next slide. Next characteristics, contour lines do not pass through permanent structures such as building. When we are drawing the contour map for a particular area, then we can't survey on the building. So hence the contour line do not pass through the permanent structure, maybe building or whatever the other permanent structures are there. Next contour characteristics, contours of different elevation cannot cross each other. So this is also very important, because when two contour lines are crossing, means there are different elevation, and how it is possible, but in some cases it is possible. So except in case of caves and overhanging cliff, the contour line may cross each other. So here there is a overhanging cliff, and that's why the contour lines of different elevation, they are coming together or they are crossing each other. Next characteristics, contours of different elevations cannot unite or tie together to form a single contour. So this is also not possible, but in case of one situation called as vertical cliff. So in case of vertical cliff, the contour lines of different elevation can unite. So see, this is one contour line, this is the another contour line, they can be united in case of vertical cliff. So these are the two figures, overhanging cliff and the vertical cliff. So the contour line can unite over there. Next slide. Next characteristics, a series of closed contour lines on the map represents a hill if higher reduced level values are inside. So in this figure, so this is one contour line, this is another contour line, and this is the third contour line, and here the values are 600, 550 and 500. These are the elevations or reduced level. So here higher elevation is there, means it shows hill. If we project these elevations and join, we will get the shape like this, means there is a hill, means when higher elevations are inside, that is called as a hill, while a series of closed contour lines on the map indicates depression or pond if the higher reduced level, where higher reduced levels are outside like this. So here 100, 95, 90 and 85. So inside lesser values and outside higher values, so it will be a depression like this, or we can say pond. So these are very much important characteristics of contours. Next slide. Contour lines cross ridge line or valley line at a right angles. So these are the ridge line and this is the valley line, and these are the contour lines depending upon their elevation. So contour lines cross ridge or valley line at right angles to that ridge line. If the higher values are inside the bend or loop in the contour, it indicates ridge line. So see, this is the loop of the contour: 100, 95, 90, 85 and 80. So if the higher values are inside the loop, then this particular we can topography called as a ridge line or ridge only. While contour line crosses ridge or valley line at right angles to each other, same sentence is there. If the higher values are outside the bend, it represents a value. Now see here 100, 95, 90, 85 and 80. Higher values are outside. That's why it is called as valley. Next slide. So these are the we can say topographic map of a particular area, and if we plot the contour map for the area, it will look like this. So this is one hill, another hill is shown like this, and these are the other contour lines. So this is the natural contouring photo or natural contouring map for a particular area. Next slide. There are mainly two methods of locating the contours. Now, how to draw the contour map for a particular area? For that, there are two methods. One method is called as direct contouring method, and second method is called as indirect contouring method. Now, we will study direct contouring method. In case of direct contouring method, the contours are to be located directly and traced out in the field by locating and marking number of points on each contour. For example, we want to locate this particular contour. So for that purpose, what we have to do? We have to set the dumpy level at a particular point, and first we have to take the reading on the benchmark, and then we have to search points, for example, whose reduced level is say 50. So one point will be over here, second, third, fourth, fifth and so on. Then we can draw one line. This is called as contour line having reduced level of 50 meter. Okay, so these points are then surveyed and plotted on plan and the contour drawn through them. So in this way we can draw the contour. Similarly for the other we can say RL, next RL. This method is most accurate but very slow and tedious, as lot of time is wasted in searching points of the same elevation for contour line. This is suitable for small area and where great accuracy is required. So this is called direct method. Generally we are not plotting the contour map by direct contouring method, but for small area where great accuracy is required, in that case we can plot the contour map by direct contouring. So this is regarding characteristics of contour and direct method of contouring. So this is enough in this lecture. Thank you.